a completamento di quello che è un discorso di squadra, vorrei chiamare Felipe qui con noi. Felipe che... Felipe che sarà protagonista quest'anno della stagione che lo ha visto protagonista nella seconda parte del 2012, di questo nessuno certo. E vorrei chiamare Fernando. Fernando che... con il quale, devo dire, abbiamo già detto tante cose lo scorso anno, stagione incredibile, secondo, e quindi il nostro obiettivo da squadra è dare loro una macchina che li possa fare esaltare con le caratteristiche che solo loro hanno.
Di avere, Felipe e Fernando, ho già visto tanti hashtag, tante domande, i tifosi, ho visto da già
Fernando, there are already people that are asking many questions, so we'll ask you a couple of questions. Even in the US, the questions are coming through. For Felipe, yesterday, somebody said, oh, okay, our young veteran. In fact, this is the 8th season with Ferrari. And the 8th presentation. I mean, do you get used to it? Does it become routine, or is it always an emotional moment?
Mi sento un po' esperiente, no? Perché
well,
già
I feel, in fact, that even if I've been here for many years as an official driver, even before, in fact, I was the first young driver, for example, that Ferrari believed in right from the beginning when I still wasn't in Formula One. So it gives me great pleasure to be here for the 8th championship with Ferrari. Every presentation, in fact, gives you a new feeling, a new sensation. And I'm very happy with this car, looking at it. I think that we have thought of many things, many important things here. And I hope that my feelings are the right ones and that we'll be able to have many victories and bring 2 titles at the end of the championship. This is what we're thinking about. This is what we're concentrating on. Thank you, Felipe. Fernando. Stefano was saying before that the car is an evolution because the regulations haven't really changed. A very competitive season, that of last year. How do you expect this year? Is it going to be even more keen, more aggressive? Hi, everybody. No, I think it will be very difficult to repeat what we saw last year with 7 winners in the first 7 races. I think that it really was a one-off with the new rules and the Formula One, which is somewhat different. Now, with things a bit more stabilized, we saw at the end of the season, in fact, the top teams emerged. The teams that emerged and which have won in the last few years, they came through. And so I think it will be highly unlikely that we'll have 7 races, 7 winners. I think there'll be 2 or 3 teams, in other words, that will practically win all the races. And the objective, of course, is that we've got to be one of them teams. Now, thank you. Another question before we go on. Stefano said, in fact, we saw Felipe at the end of the season really coming forward. And I'd like to ask you, are you all geared up for the tests that are going to start next week? Yes, I'm ready. I'm really focused. I've been training every day recently to prepare the test sessions and the shakedown sessions that we're going to have the week in Jerez. The second part of the championship last year was an evolution, an improvement, and a growth. And also, I increased my concentration. And for me, this is just the beginning of 2013. Of course, I hope to continue like this, strong, focused, in a championship in which everybody starts with 0 points. So we're going to try and get as many points as possible, be really strong and come through in the competition, be competitive from the beginning to the end, not from halfway through onwards. So this is something that I'm really focused on achieving. Thank you, Filippo.
Fernando, a proposito di test,
with regard to tests, until Barcelona, you're not going to touch the F138. Can you resist not touching it, not touching the car? No, I'll follow the tests with great interest, and all the information that comes back from Jerez, of course, I'll be looking at. And in these last few weeks, and in the next few weeks, I'll certainly be concentrating on preparing the championship. We were very busy in December, and in the first part of January, up to a week ago, in fact, we were very much involved with this. So I think it's right to step back and prepare a bit so that I'm 100% from Australia right through to Brazil. And then also we're very lucky in this team to have a real good entente amongst us. We trust each other implicitly, and we have a team, an extended team, and Pedro, Felipe, well, they're the same because we're just one person.
Grazie Fernando.